Southland Stags will be happy to put the Ranfurly Shield back in the cabinet for round 8 as they head on the road up to Waikato Stadium, where they'll face Waikato here in round 8 of the ITM Cup. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornf1lakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the ITM Cup series. We're into round number 8 now, following the Southland Stags and of course the Tasman Makos, and here are the Waikato side. Now you may notice one special name that you'll know anywhere around the world. That is number 6, Liam Messam, who is coming into this team unneeded for All Black duty, so of course comes down here to play some ITM Cup. Now Waikato not having the season that they would have liked, sitting in 7th, a 3-win, 4-loss record. Their last 2 results were a win 30-18 over North Harbour and a 17-18 gut-wrenching loss to Hawke's Bay. They'll be wanting to bounce back, and they have some good talent in this team. They're 9 and 10, Webber and McKenzie, capable of anything. As I always go on about, a key prospect to running the back line once their forwards do the work up front. And when you got players like Tamiafuna, Messam, as well as Honeck in there as well, some big Super Rugby experience, you'd expect them to put a platform up for these backs. Now Southland's had just one change to their side, sticking with the Halaholo and Vaianga midfield. They've instead gone to Brian Milne on the right wing now. He'll partner Jackman, who was on the left, and Jackman is an absolute master at seeming to be any position in this Stags backline, so he'll be a spark. Milne comes in for his first start of the season. The forward pack stays the same, they're delivering nicely, and it will be Taylor Adams that comes into halfback. He'll play inside. Lemus Sopawanga replacing Scott Eade. The Stags will be wanting to, well, get some points here without having to rely on the pressure of the Ranfurly Shield, because that is really how they've played lately. When the Ranfurly Shield pressure is not on them, they've not performed up to their liking. IQ, the Northland game, a 21-all draw. They fell asleep for a considerable part of that match. Can they concentrate here against Waikato? Because if they don't, the side will run straight over them. Now Waikato is missing one massive part. Joe Webber, normally on the wing, a superstar in the making, is missing from this Waikato side, so he is sitting out the game on the bench, so he'll be a miss for this Waikato side. Jackman takes down the kickoff for the Stags, and Sopawanga flings it out instantly to Brian Milne, who's sawn over his head into touch. Well, there we go, start for Milne. Looking for Halaholo, who was coming around, missed him completely, and the Stags, well, off to a horrible start. After getting some early ball security, here's Elliott to throw in. Into the middle he goes, and Ross puts it down, and wide they come. Out there's Willison. Finds it for Mickelson, back inside McKenzie, and here we go, here's Messam. Sets it up for Waikato. And now they look left. The Mulus going through their centres again. Payne. Oh, and it's an offside against Halaholo as they come up to tackle Whare. Still there for Waikato. Honeck. Big ball out wide, and it's going to be a try early on for Mickelson. And this is what we talk about. Southland have gone to sleep. Opening period. One mistake. Waikato strike. Well, it's not the start you want. Whare did well. He was dragged along the ground by an offside Halaholo. That gave them forward momentum. Massive ball from Honeck. And it was Mickelson. Trots in the corner. He's not your fancy winger. He's a hard-working winger as Mickelson. And he'll give an opportunity. He'll take it. Easy one there. Had enough speed. Has plenty of power. To Mickelson. He's your solid go-to man. And an early try for Waikato. And here is Damien McKenzie. Younger brother, of course, of Marty McKenzie, playing for Taranaki. Here is McKenzie. Shoots his kick, and that is a nice one. Looked a bit close to the post. The upright was coming into screen, but it just faded back in field. Beautifully judged from Damien McKenzie. And we have a 7-0 lead for Waikato over Southland here, round 8 of the ITM Cup. Lemus Sopawanga. He'll get us back underway. Left side he goes. Jackman chasing in, but it's pulled in by Waikato. Easily done by the try scorer. And it's Southland who's on the back foot again. Oh, that's a good turnover. Almost happening unbeknownst there as they come away with it. Milne finds Hula Hula. This time he gets his pass right. And Hula Hula, puts a foot in touch. Oh, big mistake. Inexperience showing through from Willis Hula Hula. Looked to hug that touchline as he went around the outside of Honeck. But a massive mistake. Now Skeen takes in the line out. And Tameafuna runs hard at the defensive line as McIntosh. Sideswiping tackle there on Adam Byrne. Here's Webber. Brad Webber goes deep with his kick. Ngangalafe has to go all the way back to his own 22. Picks it up, steps around one. Beautiful from Ngangalafe. This time he chips, gets away, and eventually at the back is, big tackle. There's a pass in field from Herrera. And that man was taken high. I couldn't even catch who that was. It was an instant high tackle. But that was a big shot and a big mistake again from the Stags. Herrera is a good fullback. And really uses resources well there. But Southland just suck it into the mistake again. And now Elliott will be throwing into the line out once again. Southland on the back foot defensively. Ross, nicely to Webber, and they've got a little move coming off their line out play for Honeck. Short play, again Elliott. Pops it infield for Ross. And they're swinging things left and right here, Waikato. Here's Byrne. Pops it up for McKenzie, who's having a go at three. But Ngangalafe will have no part of that. He takes it back. Sopawanga squirts it out for Holo Holo. That is beautiful. Sopawanga's pass is on the money. And little Willis Holo Holo will go at 90, 100 metres upfield and score for the Stags. End-to-end stuff. Southland hit back with an absolute ripper. That is how you counter-attack. Ngangalafe beautifully to Sopawanga, who popped it up. No man there. He knew that Holo Holo was going to squirt around that corner and feed that pass beautifully. Gobbles it up and sprints. Good 90 metres upfield. Oh, you don't get to see the magic moment here. You just see Holo Holo screaming downfield. And the chase was really in vain from the Waikato players. He has enough speed to get him all the way. Does Holo Holo, and this is a man who knows his team well enough to have the confidence to sit that up. When it looked like Waikato were going to add another to their tally, Southland have gone coast to coast and scored one of their own. It's 7-all, Waikato and Southland all tied up here. What a reply from the Stags. Really, the only time they've really clicked in this match already. And they've scored a beautiful try. Up goes the kickoff and Brian Milne pulls it in. Dylan Holo Holo finds McIntosh as they swing it to the left side. It's Jackman. On hand as always. He is a brilliant man to have out there. He kicks high. And it's Cornf1lakes chasing, but beautifully pulled in from Ross.
Release.
And Waikato get the ball back. Here's Herrera looking to go himself off the back of the ruck. But Southland, have got on him. And they've isolated him nicely and turned it over. Now Vaanga. That's a good ball. Great pass. Finding it back for Dixon. That number's out here for Brian Milne. Milne's running to the corner. And Milne will score. Southland get another. It's a double in a few minutes. And they find themselves in the lead thanks to Brian Milne. Again, another workhorse on the wing. He's a bit like Tim Mickelson as Brian Milne, but there was the initial bust that really sucked in the defence of Waikato. It was straight through the heart. It was Cornf1lakes. And it created the space wide. Brian Milne, like I say, kind of like Tim Mickelson, has enough speed, has a bit of power, but he's not going to do anything flashy. He's just going to do the basics well, and he's going to run hard, and he's going to run all day. As a result, he's got the try, number 2 for Southland. And as the hard workers getting the job done for both teams here. Sopoanga to line up the conversion. And it is a ripper. A very nice kick from Lima Sopoanga. As Southland take their lead out to 7. It's 14-7 Southland over Waikato. Damien McKenzie, he's the one who missed the tackle on Cornf1lakes as well. Good matchup to have for the Stags. As McKenzie kicks off. Over towards forwards. Beautifully taken from Skeen. He finds support on the inside from Messam. Now they're a bit isolated though. But they somehow recycle. Weber. Oh, big shot on Weber. And Adams. Oh, beautiful work from Taylor Adams. Finds Jackman, who gives to Willis Halaholo, who finds, a gap and a massive tackle. Here's Vaanga. Back in field, he looks for Dylan Halaholo. He goes to ground.
Release.
The hooker. Trying to set the ball up for his team, but Waikato numbers to the breakdown. As, Tommy Afuna gets a bit of his own medicine. Huge shot there from Kewen. As now they come wide, Waikato. Uala finds space out here for Mickelson, and it's dragged over the touchline. Beautiful work. And Southland will happily send the two sides to half-time. Very well done, Jackman on defence. Southland 14-7. Somehow, I don't know how, they have managed to take this lead. Waikato have looked good for a majority of this first half, yet Southland have had two little moments of brilliance that have created two very well done tries. They've led possession and territory, which is somewhat surprising given the domination Waikato had for a good portion of the match. The only handling errors are coming from Southland hands as well, but only 4, which won't displease them too much. The kicks 7-5, Waikato kicking a little bit more, and just the one penalty from the match so far. So Southland have their hands on possibly a couple of points here, 14-7. If they can hang on to this lead, some vital points will go towards them to stay in touch with the top 4 here in round 8 of the competition. The lead is slender, and Waikato have the talent that they could bust open anything at any time. Let's get back down to the action. The second half is about ready to kick off. Waikato Stadium will be wanting plenty more action here from their side in this remaining 40 minutes. As Southland, through Sopoanga, resume the matchup. And he kicks to the right-hand side, and Beku is he pulled that in sensationally, and then proceeded to knock it on. Southland, though, heavy on defence, and Waikato come away through Ross, who finds support with Honick. And they're still stuck in their 22 here, Waikato. Short pass again to Skeen. The second row is doing a lot of work here for Waikato. Weber.
Advantage.
And again it's Ross. Wow, goodness me. How two-dimensional do you have to be here, ref? Waikato are just playing like they're straight out of a book. And the ref has pinged Southland for just coming up too quickly out of the line, really. I don't know about that. Sopoanga. As soon as the hands were on, he was running up. But the ref has deemed it a touch too early. And Damien McKenzie will get a free kick to put this one in touch, which he does so. Waikato playing a bit with fire there, that close to their own line. As we have a very strange line out here happening. Waikato halfway up the field. And in it comes. Waikato win it. It's there for Skeen. And they're going to drive on Skeen. But what was going on with that midfield line out? It's beautifully positioned here for Waikato, and they're still on their own 22, as if it was where the penalty was taken. As now it's knocked on from Payne. And Southland will get the ball back. Advantage is over. Here's Taylor Adams. Sopoanga. Tackled pass, and now we go for Milne. Milne is hammered. Great tackle coming in from Fade. And now Waikato come away through Weber, and Brad Weber thumps it upfield. Back there is Jackman. And Jackman's looking to play, looking to fend. But Liam Messam, a great tackle, just puts him in touch. Enough for the assistant referee to put his flag up and call a line out. Thankfully, this time it's on the touchline. None of those halfway midfield lineouts again from Elliott. Don't know what's going on there for Waikato. As Weber pulls it down and kicks upfield, Jackman's going to go back for it. He's going to pick it up. He's going to play it. Are Southland going to? Yes. Well, he's been forced dead, but it is still put down. And will still be a 22. But boy, playing a bit of fire again there, the Stags. Really should be putting that one down straight away. Not allowing the chance of a mistake. As Payne catches the dropout. And they go through Ross again. Goodness me, he's gone through a lot of work. Here's the big number 8, Adam Byrne. And he finally gets taken down on the 10-metre line. Southland trying to turn the ball over. Waikato having none of it. Weber. Oh, 3 men running that line, and Willison is the one who comes away with it, and Tyler Adams turns him over, finds Jackman on the outside, who's just got away from Whare, who eventually takes him down, but the kick is good. Here's Holo chasing, as is Weber. Oh, and a good tackle on Weber, finds Payne, and now Waikato attempt to run it out. Whare goes to ground. They're just 5 out from their own line as Messam scraps it to Tameafuna. What a run from the big prop. Ross involved as well, gets it to Damien McKenzie, to Elliott, and they've gone 20 metres upfield.
Release.
Well worked from Waikato. Weber surely should opt for a kick, but no, McKenzie looks to run. Gets driven back from Adams, and he's got an injury. Oh, this is going to hurt Waikato. Massive blow to lose Damien McKenzie. A real runner for them. And look at the substitution as well as Kurbalo, who will come on to play 10. Wow, this is going to be interesting.
Crouch.
Result will be
Crouch.
Brad Weber will have to play a full 80.
Sit.
Kurbalo will be playing a 10. Fly half for him. A new experience. How's he going to go? Can Southland target that area? That is the key for them. Waikato's still in trouble on their own line. Short pass, finds Kurbalo and fires a beautiful ball on the top for Whare. He comes up against Ngalafe. Beautiful tackle from the fullback. Takes Whare to ground. It's there for Weber. Weber short side. Oh, Weber's away. Adams gives chase. I think Weber might have enough. Adams is close. And Adams, brilliant defense. Taylor Adams, that is beautiful work. He eventually, he's going to give away a try. Oh, poor start from Adams. What was he thinking? He just had to kick it. He was looking for support. As a result, he's given one away under the sticks to Jacob Skeen. What a tackle from Taylor Adams. He got the ball. You see him looking for a space, a gap. As a result, he got taken out. What a run there, though. What a double chase. Weber. And then it was Whare who come in, made the tackle. He's seen someone behind him. It was the man he wanted to. It was Sopawanga. But the pass was a straight. And credit to Skeen. He's put Waikato back in this, and it's very close. So with, of course, Damien McKenzie off the field, this has made things interesting as well. It's going to be Payne who's going to have the shot at goal. 9 to go, right in front, makes no mistake. Not many people who can kick off a tee should really miss from that position. But we're all tied up once again. 14 all. Southland, Waikato. 9 minutes remain. We have a match on our hands, folks. Valuable competition points always at stake. As Sopawanga kicks off long. And it's nicely taken from the man who just kicked that goal, Payne. And Waikato had the ball. Weber runs himself. Goes through a little gap and decides to kick. Ngalafe waits for it, and then Milne takes it off him. Kurbalo gives chase, finds boys in support. Well worked from Southland. Vaanga pops it back in field. Adams, Holo, looking for someone to straighten this up here. Stewart won't, Milne won't. Boys, he does. But there's no one really in here for Southland to win the ball back. Oh, and Waikato get it. That's a big turnaround. As Skeen, the try scorer, is hammered backwards. Good defence from Southland. Oh, and they get the numbers straight back. Here's McIntosh. Kurbalo takes him, and Vaanga looks wide. Oh no, that's another bad pass, and Mickelson has picked it up. Waikato are in the position here. It's a short pass. Honig looks wide. Oh, here we go. It's there for the number 8, Adam Byrne. And Jackman turns it over. Southland have to run it. There's no point kicking this. Boys will run. He goes back for Milne. Milne squirts it out for Adams. Boys again. Held up in the tackle. Southland looking to recycle. Again it's with McIntosh. Goes back to Holo. Vaanga. Now he's got support and he's got Weber. Weber's involved. That's always good for Southland. The ball move breaks down on the 22 for the Stags. Oh, and Waikato turnover. Back it goes. It's there for Kurbalo. Goes in for Payne. Are they lining up a drop goal attempt? As the number 8 Byrne goes through again.
Release.
They're in position here, Waikato. There's big numbers to the left. Here's Hoala. Tries to go himself. Can't go through. Tamiafuna. He won't run himself either. Numbers and space out here. It's a chance for Whare, but he's hammered. Good tackle, Ngalafe. This game's going to go on, I feel. Weber.
Release.
Nowhere for him to go. Waikato in the perfect position. Another short side run. It's thankfully for the hopes of a winner. They go back infield to Messam.
Release.
Still South in defend. Oh, now it's Milne thumping Elliott. So they go back to Kurbalo. No one's really too keen to kick this away. Adams finds McIntosh. Hardy. Broken play. Southern at his best. Sopawanga breaking. He looks wide. He finds Willis Holoholo. He's got support. Oh, it's Whainga. This could be the winner. Carter Whainga. He'll sprint away. It doesn't matter where it goes down because it's a try. A try to the Stags. And a winning try for this match. It looked like it wouldn't come. Waikato were just too scared to take the drop goal. I don't know what they were thinking. They had plenty of chances, and that pass was just a little bit scary as well. Got the offload. Whainga picked it up beautifully. He didn't drop it. He didn't falter. And the man has come for the hour. Holoholo's pass. He was the one that was linking between Sopawanga and Whainga. What a finish to this game we have had. Waikato should have won it. They had the chance, they had the time. They just didn't have the kicker. That's proved the difference. Southland have broken out all the way. Scored the match winner. Waikato, regardless, will still get a bonus point as 100 minutes ticks on. Sopawanga right in front. Easy one. 21-14. We will end round 8. But how big is the injury to Damien McKenzie for Waikato? He would have taken a drop goal. I have no question about it. He was the difference. Waikato lost the ability to have a shot at goal. The drop goal was just not on for the Waikato side. And Southland have hung tough. They've defended. And then when they got the chance, broken play, they have attacked and hit that killer blow to hand Waikato their 5th loss from their, well, now 8 matches. 21-14, the final score. Waikato will rue the injury to McKenzie. What could have been for them, they could have ended this match 20 minutes ago, and they could have done it with a drop goal. 14-21, Waikato scorers Skeen, who got gifted one from Taylor Adams after he did a brilliant job to chase down his opposite number. Mickelson got the other very early on when Southland were half asleep. McKenzie converted that. Payne converted Skeens, but that was all they had to tell. No penalties, no drop goals, which was the key factor in the end of this match. As for Southland, Holoholo and Milne got the 2 tries in regulation time. Sopawanga converted both of them, but it was in the 100th minute. And Carter Whainga dots down for the Stags. And Sopawanga converts his 3rd to give them a 21-14 victory. A wrap up of the stats, and it was pretty even. 53-47, Waikato took territory and possession, but it was very close. 11 handling errors from Southland, just 1 from Waikato. How did they not score more points? 11 line breaks from Southland as well, just 6 from the Waikato side. So the Mooloos will go home with just 1 bonus point in the bank. It is the Southland Stags heading back to their glorious Ranfurly Shield. A win in the bank as well. And that'll give them confidence heading into their next match, which, from memory, is a Shield challenge. But first, I'm sure we'll have a Tasman match for round 8. So let's check out what we have to look forward to next and what the standings look like now after this win. So in between our 2 round 8 matches, of course, Southland 21-14, an away win over Waikato. Manawatu in the second match, the Bucketheads as they were the Turbos, getting a 15-12 win over Auckland. Canterbury continued their merry way, thrashing Taranaki 42-0. And Wellington, I don't know how, but they get another win, 49-13 over Hawke's Bay, which sets us up nicely. Tasman versus North Harbour, round 8. That is our next match. Of course, you look down to round 9, you can see Southland at home against Auckland, which means that's another Ranfurly Shield challenge against the Aucklanders, who, well, yes, they lost their last match to Manawatu. The standings looking a bit like this here now. Southland have leapfrogged Tasman again, playing their 8th match. They go up to 25, Tasman 24. There's not much in it between those two. Canterbury and Wellington have played their 8th match as well. They're on 33 and 31, so they're starting to open up a bit of a lead here. Canterbury 9 points up on Tasman, who are in 4th, so not much to play with here below Tasman and Southland. Manawatu on 21, Bay of Plenty 18. They have a match at hand though as well, Waikato 18. A win over Southland would have done wonders for Waikato, but they couldn't do it. And the table is starting to stretch out just a little bit now. So that is the situation. Round 8 will have Tasman, who will be hosting North Harbour for round 8 of the ITM Cup. That will be coming soon. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time for more ITM Cup action. Until then, take care.